Up next, Russ and I are going to talk about some new Steelbook releases.
And Paramount is back on their bullshit to no one's surprise.
Welcome back to 4K Kings. I'm Matt.
I am Russ.
And welcome back to your home of physical media, movie reviews, and hanging out with us.
That's basically it.
That's basically it. We're just two guys here talking about movies, physical media, Jane Fonda, and other things that we hope people like. Today, Steelbooks. We're back. We love talking about Steelbooks, and we're also going to talk about Paramount just for a second because they're just always pissing me off. The first one we're going to talk about is Rudy. Out November 14th, 4K Ultra HD from Sony in a 30th anniversary steel. Now, the first two steels we're going to cover are from Sony, and Sony has been pretty regularly announcing steelbooks that have been really, really cool.
Yes, I was about to say that. I shouldn't scoff at this.
And whether you scoff at the movie or not, you can't deny that what's happening here with this release is actually pretty cool. Rudy was back on blue in 2008, and here's my copy right here.
You own Rudy?
Out of left field, I feel like this is coming out from Sony. They've given this movie back to the director, and the director has said, let me give something to the fans of my film.
Don't be wasting my time.
And no, they're not bringing Jerry Goldsmith back from the dead.
Jerry Goldsmith died.
They're bringing a new 4K restoration of the theatrical and a 4K restoration of the 127-minute director's cut with Dolby Vision HDR and Atmos. Looking at all the comments, looking at every news article about this, no one can even indicate what it is or what's been included, what's different. Is things rearranged? Does the story change at all?
I think this time it includes Charles S. Dutton murdering a man.
Still not a week goes by, I don't regret it.
Direct quote from David Anspaugh. I'm so pleased to share this new version of Rudy now in its full and intended director's cut presentation, but it doesn't say what it changes. It says it's a different movie, but in a very good way. That's kind of intriguing. 4K restorations of both. Theatrical, director's cut, classy dude. You're also getting new feature commentary with the director and the screenwriter, 5 deleted scenes, and all those featurettes that are from the previous Blu-ray. So, Russ, you seem surprised when I said I have the Rudy Blu-ray.
No, I wasn't. That is something I could picture on your shelf, sitting proudly next to probably Parenthood. Nah, regarding Henry.
I do have both of those, but Russ, my collection's in alphabetical order, so you'd be wrong. Anyway, I am a bit of a Rudy connoisseur, so I'm really interested to see what is happening with this director's cut. So here's all I'm going to say about this movie before we move on. I don't know where this film falls with like most people. I know like people will be like one of the best or the best sports movie of all time. Some people will be like, that's corny, it's overrated. I feel like I see a wide spread of like people's feelings, but I guess you could say that about anything.
And I feel like probably everyone's right. It is a classic. It is a sports film classic. It is corny and melodramatic. It's all those things.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I think you're mistaking me as somebody who hates it.
Oh, I'd haven't mistaken you.
No. I just don't care about it.
If you can watch this film and not be touched by the story or the heart, then you're a monster. That's all I really have to say to most people out there. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad you agree.
No, I mean, seriously, it does. I've always said that about movies like this. I say it about Forrest Gump. I say it about The Notebook. You can't lobby the criticism of it being melodramatic against it. It's supposed to be that way. Like that's not a flaw.
It's outstanding. Say what you will again about the movie. Basically, like you said, it's melodramatic a little bit. It's a story about heart and never giving up and triumph and all those things. Obviously, everyone knows that. But when you back it up with, in my opinion, one of the greatest scores in a sports movie, when you take that score and you put it together with what this movie is, all those things that you just said and I've been saying, it just explodes.
And I'm sure it does elevate it. You do know this about me. I'm not a big Jerry Goldsmith guy.
I'm going to bare my soul with you in the audience here, Russ, because again, I think if you're going to enjoy watching this channel and these videos, you're going to have to get to know us a little bit more, and whether you're going to say, you know what, I've had enough, unsubscribe, or you know what, that endears me to that guy just a little bit more. I don't know what this is going to be, but I'm going to tell you, Russ.
I'm on my 6th masturbation story, I believe, on this channel.
The very final climax of this movie, combined with like the ultimate score and like that big giant crescendo of the film, like at the very end, it has never not brought me to tears. Like I'm not like weeping in the chair, but like I've like welled up enough to where tears are streaming down my face every time I watch it, and then I'll watch it again later on, and I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna be okay. Like I'm fine. And then it happens again, and I'm like, God damn you, Jerry.
I don't really know what to say.
You're not the only person I've heard say that.
That brought them to tears?
Yeah. I heard that Charles S. Dutton's murder victim was brought to tears before he lost his life.
I don't regret it.
Dude, I get teary-eyed watching Rocky. I cry.
Every time? I feel like I can't escape it. I'm like, here it comes, it's coming. Oh God, here it's happening.
Yes, every time. The end. The end when it's like, we did it, you know, and all that. Because you understand, kind of like Rudy, it's not about the winning. It's not about it. It's about you put the work in.
Journey.
Yeah, the journey.
The badass journey.
Get it. You and I, actually, we are both big sports movies fans. Yet neither of us are into sports.
No.
But yeah, I've always, they're great metaphors for life.
And they're the easiest film to build a story arc around because there's always a final match. Yes. There's always a, you suck in the beginning, final match, and there's that great in between. And sometimes that's ambiguous in other movies.
Or in Rudy's case, he sucks the whole time. And that's inspiring as fuck to all of us losers out there.
I mean,
I want Charles S. Dutton to see me do something impressive, go like this.
I know.
And then go out and murder a guy.
I mean, there's some liberties they could have taken with the story, but I feel like, the fact that they never portrayed it, like he literally almost didn't even make it to some of these schools because he wasn't smart enough. Like there was just, he couldn't pass tests. Like it was just, he like literally.
Is that in the movie?
Yeah, dude. Like he keeps not getting like, accepted for like grades not being good enough. Like a lot of that kind of stuff. So they never portray him as an idiot or a moron in conversation or anything, but
just a loser.
Russ, this is another classic I'm going to pick up. Thank you, Sony. And now let's move on. I can't talk about Rudy anymore to another film I've been dying to talk about for God knows what reason, and that's Godzilla. Godzilla, Sony, 30th anniversary Steelbook, October 24th, 25th anniversary. Now, again, a movie I don't give a shit about, but I will say I was definitely sucked into the 90s hype, and I can't remember, and I was hoping you could maybe help clarify, but was it like an MTV generation thing that like hyped so many people up to go see a Godzilla movie?
Godzilla's massive media blitz marches on with an overpowering television campaign that will include major network advertising.
Fire at will!
Reaching 96% of all households 12 times and generating over 900 million consumer impressions.
I just remember there being such like a frenzy about this particular movie in 1998, and it sucked me in to want to go, and I never gave a shit about Godzilla ever.
Yeah, I can answer that with 2 words. Jurassic Park. Dude, I remember the marketing very well. We were like 16 at that time. They were clearly trying to Jurassic Park it to hell. You fell for it. I did not.
I didn't fall. I don't remember falling. I don't remember falling for it in the way that it's like, oh my God, Jurassic Park's like running through my veins. I've got to go see this Godzilla. I feel like there was like a pop culture element that was like shoved down our throats.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They were trying to recreate Jurassic Park, that momentum that Jurassic Park had.
Well,
and it failed.
The movie definitely sucked. It was terrible. It was not good. And I was immediately like disappointed that I saw it. But goddamn, dude, the fucking soundtrack. Do you remember that soundtrack?
Godzilla the album in stores now.
Don't be afraid. Yeah, come with me.
Puffy?
Yes.
Slapped.
I hate that. Fuck. I'm not a Led Zeppelin fan to begin with, but like, I like Puffy more than Led Zeppelin. I like more Puff Daddy songs than Led Zeppelin songs. I was like I said, we were 15, 16 when that song came out. At that point, even at 15, 16, I understood Puffy's formula of I'm going to take a huge monumental hit that is instantly recognizable, fuse it with hip hop, the most popular goddamn music on the planet right now.
Talk to him.
What's going to happen? A hit, of course.
Bad boy.
Holy shit. I remember that video where like Puffy's talking to Godzilla. Dude, I was fucking 15, 16. I was laughing my ass off.
The scene I was thinking of is where he's like slowly falling in a white suit and there's like doves flying, and it's that part where he tries to sing for the first time. Like you never heard him try to sing, but he tries. And he's like,
Close my eyes and I see.
If that music video is included in this release,
it's not. Heroes by Wallflowers. Love that song. That video is included. No Shelters on the soundtrack. One of my favorite Ben Folds 5 songs. It was never on any of their albums. It's on this only. Awesome song. But also, Russ, there was new Fuel, new Foo Fighters, and new Silverchair.
I rest my case. Like I said, that's why this film always failed. It was the most derivative piece of shit right from the beginning. They tried to recreate a moment like Jurassic Park. The soundtrack.
Come on.
Everything about this was by the numbers and see-through.
Yeah.
Even casting Matthew Broderick as a man who did not murder somebody with a car. It's just inauthentic.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well, they're not giving anything else away here. You're getting the Dolby Vision, the Atmos. Let me know if you like that soundtrack. Whatever, F off, Russ. And then next up, in the final steelbook of the round here, we got The Naked Gun in 4K. November 28th, 4K Ultra HD from Paramount. 35th anniversary. This has been released like a dozen times on Blu-ray already. Russ, you've got this sort of lenticular version here with Frank Drebin riding on the bullet. And it's a very similar pose that you've got here on this steelbook, except in this one, he's not sitting on a bullet. He's standing on a cop car, and he's got a banana instead of a gun.
Terrible.
I find this art to be offensive.
I do too.
I wish it was just the original poster art where he's like surfing on the bullet, you know, like that is, why not? Like this just is dumb. Even the version you have is better compared to this.
Because of the gun.
I know fans are clamoring for this one, me too. I don't know about a 2 or a 3. Why not a 3-pack? I mean, they have a 3-pack blue. I mean, who's going to buy the third one alone?
Ouch.
And it sucks because 2 is really good.
Yeah.
Naked Gun 2.5
It's fun.
is one of the, that may be like top 10 sequels.
Paramount might try to do is like milk you on them individually in 4K and then put them all 3 out, but I'm probably just good with 1.
You're right. It's that weird, I could see a box set and I do really want 2.
I hope we get a regular edition with the original art. A steelbook original art would have been great, but now that this is the option, I hope a regular edition comes out too.
The feeling is mutual.
They have this new line called the Paramount Scares line. And it's a Paramount Scares Volume 1. So there's going to be multiple volumes in the Scare line. And it's out TBD. We don't have any really details, but
I'm scared already.
I know you're scared.
What's on it.
You're scared already. So it's 4K releases of 5 films. You got Pet Sematary. You've got Rosemary's Baby. You've got Crawl. You've got Smile. And they're being a little sneaky, Russ, because they're not telling you what that 5th one's going to be. They're giving you 5 limited slips, a sticker sheet, and a limited Fangoria, as well as a collectible logo pin. But honestly, I don't know how many more types of these collections we need. This feels very uninspired. This kind of art, this outer box looks kind of dumb.
It does.
Sticker sheet, it's like funny what they decide to include. It's like not a poster, not a booklet, but a sticker sheet this time around. I don't know. This just seems, again, very cash grabby to me. We've already disclosed. We're not the type of people to buy these to begin with. I don't know, for those that are out there, do you feel like compelled to buy this because you just collect things, or does this actually look good to people? I don't know.
First off, the gamut it runs.
Yes. Of quality.
Rosemary's Baby and Crawl?
And Smile? People have speculated a lot of shitty titles because they're like, this is shit. Let's make a wager right now. Is this going to be a situation where they're putting out something that they've never released in 4K before, so you're going to have to buy this box? Or is this going to be a collection of all titles that have come out before? It's just your time to own them in this way.
A retread.
You don't think they're going to try to be slick and like put out one of their 4K horrors that have not come out yet?
No. Look at these really. What? Like,
I don't know. What do you think? What's Paramount still got in the chamber?
How could I guess? We're going from 1967 to literally last year with Smile. It'll be shit, I'm sure.
Well, thank you, Paramount, for once again putting out just utter, incomprehensible garbage. I mean, this stinks. Like, this isn't anything cool or interesting at all. There's nothing even great about this collection. Like you said, not even just the movies, but what I'm even getting. How does this stand apart from anything else? Even the box itself. Sony's got that cool-ass box. Columbia has that cool fold-out. What is this?
Can you pull up that box? What the fuck is this shit? I mean, like, dude, you've got Mia Farrow. You've got the girl from Smile.
You got Judge Wilbur getting his ankles slit.
What?
It's not inspired at all. Paramount stinks. 2 thumbs down. No good. But let us know if you're picking that up. Let us know if we're complete jerk-offs, assholes, and, really put like rained on your parade. I apologize. I'd love to know if you are getting this. What's the incentive? Like, what are you interested in? What are you hoping is in there?
And let us know your guesses for what this mystery movie would be. And if you have not subscribed to us, do so.
We're less than 200 subscribers away from hitting 4K, where when we hit that, we're going to do a live stream. We'll probably put up a poll to find out what time works best for most people. We kind of have that information too when people are like watching these videos the most. But we want to make sure we try to capture as many people as possible so we can all enjoy a nice live streamed episode where we'll do basically what we do here every time, but we'll have you all included and be answering your comments as we go.
Wow.